The pressure tactics of acceptance rates is beyond our control. Uber Eats has this very nice color-coded system that makes us feel like, wow, if I don't respect what they're asking, they're going to get rid of me, right? Well, in today's video, we are going to be talking about acceptance rates, and this time I'm going to break it down more thoroughly. And the reason for this is because ever since I've had a 0% acceptance rates, I've gotten a lot of message talking about, but why did I get deactivated? So let's talk about that. First of all, can I get deactivated for a 0% acceptance rate? The flat answer is no. The technical answer is yes, but technically, it's based on other stats. You see, on the actual screen image that you have in front of you, we have three things that ends up showing with Uber. We have my cancellation rate, which is how many orders I've canceled after acceptance. We have confirmation rate, which is the same as acceptance rate. And then we have surveys. So everything is a connect the dot scenario. One connects into one, and then basically, if you have 2 out of 3 that are garbage, yes, you can be deactivated. So let's put some of these together. I have a 0% acceptance rate, but I have a survey score of under 80%. Can I get deactivated? Yes, because that does not just show Uber that you're not taking orders, it's also showing them that when you take them, your customers don't like you. Another scenario, I have a 0% acceptance rate, but I have a cancellation rate of over 30%. Can I get deactivated? Yes. Even if you have surveys at 100%, but your cancellation rate is higher than the average amount of drivers in your location, and you have a 0% acceptance rate, what does that show Uber? It shows Uber, okay, this person is good when they do their job. They don't like a lot of our orders, and even when they do accept our orders, they're canceling the agreement to complete that order after accepting the offer. We're going to smoothly transition them out. These are the things that are, when we stack them together, those beautiful little color system that Uber uses comes into place. If I have 2 out of 3 in the green, I'm going to be safe. But if I have 2 out of 3 in the red, the likeliness is I'm not going to be safe. And a side note, yes, you can be deactivated from extremely high cancellation rates alone, or very poor surveys alone. You don't have to have the 2 out of 3 to get deactivated. Just one of those single stats alone can get you deactivated. Whenever you think of acceptance rates, remember one thing. You can decline as much as you want. That is something you can do. What you cannot do is cancel orders upon accepting them, plus have a 0 acceptance rate and not care about your customers, because that will be a domino effect for a company. So what's a company going to choose to do? Are they going to choose to get rid of you, or are they going to choose to get rid of their business entirely? Well, they're going to choose to get rid of you. These companies only do a background check on us. And with that background check, it allows us to work for these companies. But like anything else, you can get fired from a job if you're not doing it properly. Obviously, they don't have eyes and ears on deck at all times, so they use customer surveys to help us out. And yes, we know that there are some bad seeds out there that will give us a thumbs down. What do we do when that happens? Contact support. Here's what's going to happen. If you get deactivated, but you don't give a damn because you've never called Uber when you've gotten a thumbs down to find out why, they don't have any transparency on you. They don't have anything showing, you know what, this driver actually cared, they call in, they explain the scenario, and we have documentation. Because if you get deactivated, a lot of us are going to contest and we're going to fight it. And if we're going to fight it, we can get reactivated upon documentation. We cannot if we're not helping ourselves out. So if you are getting a lot of thumbs down surveys, contact Uber and find out why. Is there documentation from the customer that specifies a reason why? Because there is a comment box in the section for surveys. Did they have their food code? Did we drop it off in the wrong house? What happened? If nothing happened and we remember that we had a smooth interaction throughout all of our deliveries that day, that can be something that can cover you up to prevent you from being deactivated. Unfortunately, there is a lot of gig tubers or YouTubers on here that talk about being deactivated over 8 different times and then they're reactivated, such as with DoorDash. And if you know who that YouTuber is, you're probably right in assuming that I'm talking about them. But Here's the thing. No, you're not going to get deactivated and reactivated 8 different times. I don't care which YouTuber says it. There's no proof or evidence to back up that that YouTuber even came back from DoorDash the first time. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. If you want to cover yourself, and if you want to come back to these companies, make sure you have your ducks in a row. A 0% acceptance rate will not get you deactivated, but the other things stacked against it will get you deactivated. And if you're not contacting support to specify why your surveys are garbage, you're not backing yourself up and you might not be reactivated.